Shoulder, firelocks.
To the front!
To the front!
Right wheel! Left wheel, left wheel, left wheel. To the front!
Left wheel. Small, militia, very small. It's a big line. Get cover, find cover. Push on one, push on the three. Go, push on it. Go. Get on it, take that gun. Load. Take cover and load.
Single file, get in the single file. Fire, independent fire. Struggle. Step up. I want you to.
Fire at your leisure. Hold it on him. Don't let him take this gun back.
All right, I want you guys to get a rise and then move them.
Yep. First section. Shoulder, firelocks. Right about face. Left wheel, march. Left wheel, halt. Right about face. Need to turn, you guys. Make ready. You're loaded. He's dead. Fire. Go. Take a knee.
Go over to the. Yeah, I don't want to fire up. Go over to the left.
That was out.
Are you loaded?
Yes. That's between you and Dylan.
First section. Fire at your leisure. Fire at your leisure. Don't let him take this gun back.
So when you start reenacting, you have a couple choices of arms. You're going to be really choosing between a rifle, which is more of a home style gun, or a musket. And this is an example of that. This is a British-made Brown Bess. They all work exactly the same, though. They all have a lock mechanism. They fire by flint and steel. And really, the major difference between these are visible in the size of this, and we'll show you later on what the rifle looks like. Okay, the size as well as the diameter of the barrel and what's inside of the barrel. This being a musket is a smooth bore, so there is no rifling inside of this. This is going to be accurate when fired under pressure, not necessarily at a reenactment, but when fired under pressure at about 60 to 80 yards if you're a good shot, where there's considerable differences in distance for a rifle.
This is the rifle. This is a 54 caliber rifle. This stock has been built anywhere between Pennsylvania and North Carolina, so it's pretty general, or pretty typical of what you see amongst most rifles. Something to remember when you're going into reenacting: when you choose your persona, your gun needs to match that. So my persona is a richer farmer, so he would have had the money to afford a rifle.
That's what this is for. It's called a trepanning tool.
How did it work?
Well, first off, I'd have to...
Need a bar too.
No, I don't do that. Where the bump is on the skull, on the scalp, it is the concussion is directly underneath it. Okay. So I would cut right around that area to spread the scalp. And yes, I know it'll bleed a lot doing that. Then I would take the drill here and go through the skull Once I get through the skull piece will be inside of here because of that spike. So when I lift it out, the skull piece is still here. It's not there, so I don't have to pick it out.
Hi, Leslie, we've cut up these apples because we're making squash pudding, and using a recipe from this time period, the 1700s. And in the squash pudding, it's squash and apples and some flour and sugar and spices that we'll be getting into later. And you bake this pudding. It's not one that you boil. It's a baked pudding. So it's kind of fun. Almost like a little more like pumpkin pie. Okay. Yeah. Some good stuff. But we try to cook as period correct as possible at all times because that's what people want to see.
And we also use period correct instruments,
knives,
and appliances, and utensils, and appropriate crockery and bowls. So.
It's a magician.
We've been doing it, and I chose to get my family involved in it because of the values that reenacting teach, not only about the history aspect of it, but it also teaches you skills that you can use in life, as well as things you can take and learn to do camping. What's one of your favorite parts of reenacting? Is it the friends that you meet here in camp? Because there's kids everywhere.
Honestly,
here in camp.
I really love making friends and meeting people here. I love hearing what other people love about it because there's so many interesting stories that people have from reenacting and just the other stories from
their experiences from previous events. And
exactly. And I've met other people my age, although it's you wouldn't expect to find kids reenacting because it's typically something that you would think that adults would enjoy. But I love it. It's been great. I've been doing it since I was a baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's been great. It's really fun.
It's not just the history side of it.
Yeah.
It's the experience and the immersion into life. Sleeping out in the tents. Of course, inside the tents, everybody's like, "Oh, do you sleep?" No, we have cots and blankets and sleeping bags. You can do it at whatever level you want to do. You can be as authentic as you can be, but once it's inside the tent, what's in the tent, nobody really sees out in the public. Harper, what's your favorite aspect of reenacting?
Making new friends.
New friends? Well, you sure have a lot of those around here, don't you?
Take hit. Next shot. Hey! Ready? Yes. Can we fire him? Yeah. Take aim! Fire! Keep it high! Keep it high! Hold him off! Alright?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just conserving powder.
Hold them up! They're taking our boys! Militia, fall back! In retreat! In retreat! Hell yeah! First section, on the lights, first section. Single line.
It doesn't matter, just go on the line, wherever you are.
Who's loaded? All right, don't load again.
I'm loaded.
I think we're... Huh? If you got one, go ahead and load it.
I'm already loaded.
On the shoulder.
Already loaded.
On the shoulder, straight in line. As soon as you get this cut off, turn the top, put him on there, we'll march it out. We'll get out after you. Yeah. First section. Is everybody loaded? They can't be loaded. Take ready.